What's up? It's Tom. Thanks for being here. Wanted to carve out some space to talk about the Pohlads on the channel because I don't do that. I don't do that a lot, and maybe I should. And I want to kind of discuss why I don't talk about the Pohlads a lot. I'm not a fan of theirs. I don't know of any Twins fans whose last name isn't Pohlad who would be. That is evident, and that really is part of why I don't feel like I need to hammer on it a whole lot. You go anywhere online, on social media, and you see nothing but negative Pohlad stuff. Aaron Gleeman is doing an excellent job if we're talking about from sort of a traditional media standpoint, although The Athletic, maybe that's not technically traditional media since they're not a print organization or like a formal TV station or anything, but I still consider, he's a guy who is covering the team in person, reporting on the team, technically under the wing of the New York Times, so that's as traditional as you can get. And he's absolutely crushing it with everything he writes in negative light of theirs. And then attendance is way down. So I feel like this is something that's very thoroughly being hammered on. If some of these things were different, if there was a general sense in the traditional media that, the Pohlads aren't so bad, then the fans are in the wrong here, or if there wasn't, negative Pohlad stuff plastered everywhere all over social media, or if attendance was, in the 30,000s, maybe I would be talking about it more. But since that isn't the case and those things are happening, I don't feel like I also need to be here constantly griping and hammering on how much the Pohlads suck. Just to be transparent, why this is coming up today, I've been a little bit more active on Reddit, which has been really fun. I like that platform. I like that community, to be clear, and I will continue to interact more with there. I think it's good for me, too, to interact with a little bit of a different part of the fan base than, what I would usually see here on my channel or at Twins Daily. I think that's good. But, what kind of irked me and got me thinking this morning was I shared just a highlight package of that Buxton catch from last night, and one of the first comments was F the Pohlads. Which it's like, I agree. Same, bro. But I just see that's just so prevalent on everything that it's like, can we just not do it on this? When something good happens, when we have something to celebrate, which has been so far and few between, can we just not go there? And I did reply that. I probably should have left it alone, but I did reply that, and I'm sure some people are going to take issue with that, and, we'll see. But I do think I kind of stumbled on a good point, or a good relay of how I view things, is that the Pohlads are like the record industry or a record label or Spotify or streaming, and the team, the players, are like your favorite band. Yeah. We can all look at it and say, man, what they've done to the record industry sucks. These record labels suck. Streaming sucks. This is awful, what they've done to music, what they've done to musicians. It's terrible. F Spotify, F the Pohlads. But then, when your favorite band puts out an album, or when somebody shares a concert highlight of your favorite band, you can just be like, damn, that slapped. I love that song. I don't know why you'd swing in there and be like, F Spotify in that situation. But I'm also trying to keep in mind, this isn't the same person over and over again doing the same. I'm looking at so many different platforms, and I'm exposing myself to so much Twin stuff, and I'm just seeing the same kind of things over and over again. It's a me problem, okay? It's a me problem. That I'm allowing myself to get a little burnt out on the negative Pohlad stuff, as justified as it is, to be clear. I don't want this to sound like some kind of a pro-Pohlad stance, because it is absolutely not. I just need some space to hold on to something positive, something. Let me have something here. If I can't bask in the glory of a Byron Buxton insane walk-off catch without having to think about how shitty my team's owners are. Man. And, some people are going to probably, shouldn't admit this. And it's not all because of I'm upset with the Pohlads. But, people might say, hey, Tom, you're wearing Twins gear. I'm drinking out of a freaking Twins coffee mug right now. This is all thrifted. Keep in mind, this is almost everything I have that's Twins related was bought secondhand, partly because I'm cheap. But also, it's not like I'm out here supporting the team and spending a bunch of money and all that. I have been exclusively going to St. Paul Saints games the past 2 seasons. I have not been in Target Field since 2023. The playoff series games were the last time I was in Target Field, which is crazy. That's crazy. There's other reasons behind that are not Pohlad related, but I'd be lying if I didn't say that was a part of the puzzle. So it's not like I'm out here trying to say, oh, the Pohlads aren't that bad, and that I'm out here shoveling all of my dollars their way, because I'm not. So don't get it twisted. I also say F the Pohlads, and there is space at other places. I think at Twins Daily recently ran an article that relayed some of the survey results that they have regarding whether or not you approve of ownership. That was a great avenue to bitch about it. Like Reddit, somebody posted the attendance in the stand, not the number, like a picture of the attendance in the stadium at first pitch. That was a great avenue to have that conversation. And again, I'm trying to open up a space here to have that too, because I realize kind of the system recaps are another one where it might seem kind of where the tone would be weird to shift it toward the Pohlads. So this is an opportunity. This is Backyard Bitch Section episode 2, and we're bitching about the Pohlads. So if you've got some gripes you've been holding back, share those with me. But yeah, I also think at the same time there's balance. There's balance to be found, and we have to hold on to the good stuff, because it is so few and far between right now that we should allow ourselves as a fan base to celebrate something exciting and fun and joyous when it happens. So we have every right to be pissed off. We should be pissed off. But we don't have to hold on to that 24/7, I guess is what I'm saying. Thanks for listening. Feels good to get that out. We'll talk again soon.